This is Relationship Masterclass. My name is Sam Oye. My commitment is to help you succeed in your marriage and in your relationship. Abusive relationship checklist. Checklist 1. If your partner, your lover, your husband, your wife, if the person loves to manipulate and control your actions, your decisions, and your association, you might be in a very, very abusive relationship. Number 2, if your partner always threatens to leave you, if your partner always threatens to harm you or kill himself or herself, I will kill myself, I will die on your neck, stuff like that. If your partner always threatens to kill himself or herself, or always threatens to leave you or harm himself, you are in an abusive relationship. Checklist number 3. If your partner always intimidates you, threatens you, humiliates you, embarrasses you, puts you down, and makes you feel afraid, if that happens all the time, let me say this, if it happens once or twice or thrice, you never need it to happen all the time, you are likely, most definitely, in an abusive relationship. If your partner ignores you, avoids you, disregards you, take note, if your partner ignores you, avoids you, your partner enjoys avoiding you. Your partner enjoys ignoring you. Your partner enjoys disregarding you. Your partner enjoys making you feel unwanted. Your partner enjoys making you feel unwelcome. You might as well be in an abusive relationship. Your partner always accuses you wrongly, blames you unnecessarily, distrusts you regularly, suspects you needlessly, trails you daily or monitors you daily, and seeks to control you continuously. That is an abusive relationship. Your partner disrespects the people that you honor and respect. Watch this. Your partner always ensures that he dishonors or she dishonors the people that you respect and goes further to isolate you from the people you value, your family, your friends, your mentors, your pastor. Anyone who isolates you from the people you honor, you value, and demeans them, destroys them, talks ill about them, might be an abuser in his early days or her early days. An abuser does not become effective until an abuser has isolated you. Your partner is, oh my goodness, is highly self-centered. Your husband or wife, it's all about him. It's all about her. It's all about his feeling. It's all about her feeling and not about yours. A highly self-centered partner may be an abuser, male or female. Not only that, take note of this. If your partner is self-absorbed, the only thing the person thinks about is himself or herself, never thinking about you. And please, let me quickly warn here. I hear some people that say, I've been thinking about my husband, Pastor Sam. It's not that my husband doesn't know that I'm thinking about him. My wife doesn't know I'm thinking about her. No. You can't claim to think about somebody and not show it. You can't claim to be thinking about somebody and not show it. People who are self-centered, self-absorbed, self-focused, They consider you as an object to be used and not a person to be loved. You are only important when they need you. When they get what they want, they discard you. You can be in the same house, they discard you when they are done with you. Then when they need you again, they play back into your space. It's manipulative. Your partner frequently abuses you sexually, emotionally, verbally, physically, psychologically, and financially. If that is going on, you are living with an abuser. You are in an abusive relationship or marriage. Your partner frequently denies or minimizes the gravity and impact of his terrible or her terrible abusive attitudes and behaviors towards you. Let me explain that. If someone slaps you, and then when your family members come on board, he minimizes or she minimizes what she said to you. I say, I only just said that, I was only just saying that you are just crazy, you know. Or the man who slapped you will say, I only shoved her. Anyone who minimizes an abusive behavior towards you is an abuser. Your partner is unbelievably nice, spiritually generous, very loving. But take note, to outsiders. But cruel, harsh, mean, selfish, vicious, wicked, brutal, remorseless, heartless, and inhuman to you and those who are in the house. I'm sure you know somebody like that, not somebody close to you. They are so nice to people in the church. They will carry people's burdens in the church. They will hug everybody, take care of everybody in the church, take care of everybody at work, take care of everybody in the community. The only persons that don't know that version of them are those who live with them at home. They are Santa Clauses to outsiders, dishing out all kinds of goodies, except to those of their own household. If you observe some of the things that are mentioned in someone you are in relationship with, or your children, if they are in relationship with someone, take note of this checklist so that you can see the warning signs early and deliver your children. Or if you notice your sister, go back over this checklist. Play this video again and again. If you notice your sister is going through this, don't wait for her to be brought in body bag before you start saying, I saw the signs, but I did nothing about it. Most of the people who end up dead, people always said, we saw the signs, we just didn't know it was that serious. And anyone who abuses you at a lower level, abuse tolerated, is ultimately going to become life exterminated. I'm going to say that again. Abuse tolerated today will ultimately become life exterminated. Don't spiritualize an abusive behavior and say maybe it's the spirit that is affecting it. Pastor Sam, you know, my husband is a nice man. Oh. He's very, very nice. It's so that when that thing comes on him, that same thing that comes on him to slap you can make him do something else. Yes, what I want to say quickly. Warnings. If the checklists I've mentioned, you find them in your relationship, in the relationship of your children, your sisters, or those you are mentoring, take note of this. Stop covering the abuser and the abusive behaviors. Here is the lesson. Abusers don't get better. They get worse. Until abusers are exposed and sometimes made to face the wrath of the Lord, abusers don't change. Number 2, find someone capable around you to talk with. Number 3, there's nothing you can do to change an abuser if an abuser has not found a reason to change.